Hello, welcome to the Sunnydale Diaries, a podcast where I, Melanie,
And I, Sean.
watch every episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and discuss related topics and how they may cross over with our own lives. As a reminder, Sean is a fan of the show and watched it when it first aired and loves it. And I am new and have never seen it and I'm living it through episode by episode. If you are returning, welcome back. If you are new to the podcast, welcome. We're glad you're here. Tonight we are discussing season 3, episode 17, Enemies. Sean,
Yes.
do you have any enemies?
Currently, I'm going to say no. In the past, I have.
Oh, Sean, who wouldn't love you? Look at that face.
You're
Love
not wrong.
that.
When you and I worked together, and I probably built it up more in my head than what it really was, but there was one manager that I don't know what it was specifically that just turned me against this woman. But I want to say hate. Hate is a very strong word, and I didn't care about it or that much to hate her. But man, I could not stand her.
I know who you're talking about, and I think that's one-sided. Well, that person was
Absolutely.
two-faced, so I
Yes,
don't know if
yeah.
it's one-sided, but I think you've built that one up in your head. But I don't blame you liking that person.
It gets to the point like we would be in like one of those like whole department
Yeah.
meetings, and like she'd either be running it or say something, and I would just be so shitty. You remember when I would do that? She would say something, and I'm like, Kelly, not her name. If you would read what I wrote, I would change my demeanor.
Yeah.
We worked together a good 8, 9 years. I was pretty, I feel, low key,
Even keeled.
easygoing.
Yeah.
Yes. I was
Person just
told by
pressed your buttons.
Yeah, I was told by many people from various areas of the hospital that I didn't have a poker face,
When it came
and
to
it
that
was very
particular person?
important. Huh?
When it came to that
No, just in
particular person
general.
in general?
Just in general. But with her, I just wanted to headbutt her
Yeah.
sometimes. It was the two facedness. I think that was a big part of it.
I walked in on her
Uh,
once in her office talking about me to another coworker.
nice.
Yeah, awesome. Um, I had similar feelings about one of the pharmacists that we worked with in pharmacy. And I was like you, I had no poker face when it came to this person. And I remember we were in a meeting and he said something, and I just was like down at the end of the table, yeah, that'll work. I don't think I said the that'll work part, but that was what my laugh conveyed. And he was like, Melanie could laugh at my idea, but and I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep laughing.
That person made me cry quite a few times. Like when we
Oh,
were building the system and I had to sit in a room with him and other people for all day. And yeah, I remember just having to leave the room. Yeah. He was awful.
I'm always telling people. I told somebody this at work recently. Work should not make you cry, and I feel bad for anybody when that happens.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not you're upset; you're so
You're
frustrated.
frustrated or angry and you can't really express your anger. I guess a healthy person could. If you really have a conflict with a person, you should be able to bring that up in a very in a what do I want to say? What do I want to say? In a healthy way.
Yeah, healthy
That was
you.
not the atmosphere in the place we worked, for
No.
sure. And yeah, you get so frustrated and you can't express it appropriately. Ugh.
Towards the end, when I was in the manager role and we were more equals, and we were like arguing over people because they were still dotted line reported to her, but now they were reporting to me, and I just let it all out. Tired of her crap, and I just didn't care. And I was like, "No, you're wrong, and here's why." And just she just brought out the worst in me. Ugh. Um, my first job out of when I was still in high school at the supermarket, I had some enemies there. I would say it was more bullying, not me doing it. I was the one
You were
being
the victim
bullied.
of the bullying.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
That's never fun.
No.
I think we've talked about that before, bullies. Don't like
Yeah,
them.
yeah. No.
Um,
So that was definitely some enemies there.
I had an enemy in middle to high school, this one girl, and can't tell you why we were enemies. I think it was from both sides. We both just that was we just didn't like each other, but I don't know why. And my best friend was friends with both of us, and she was always like that,
Oh,
like to both of us. She was like, neither one of you understands why you don't like each other, and you probably would get along great if you would just talk, but neither one of us would. We were enemies all through school. It was so funny. No,
what about frenemies? Where like you're friendly to the person, but really, do you
I
feel
mean,
you have
sometimes
those?
that just is the way it is. You just have to do that to go through life. I think more
Yeah,
so in a career setting,
yeah.
just to get along. Do I have people in my life that I don't really like, but I keep them in my friend circle? No.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't have time for that. That's
yeah,
like some
yeah,
20 something shit.
yeah, yeah. Now, as I get older, I try to see the best in people. Try.
Yeah.
Like there are people at work I don't get along with, but like I can manage it.
Yeah.
It's not again hatred or saying you hate someone. That's a strong word. If somebody that like you work with is making you feel that way,
Yeah.
that needs to be dealt with because it's just not worth it.
I'm trying to think of any situation where you would have a frenemy. Really, that would be like you have to thrive on that drama. I don't know if I've
I
ever.
mean, I feel like if it's like in a friend group kind of a thing, you're not friends with that person, but your friend is. You're all. Again, I feel like
The person that's always in the group, but you never want to invite them. And when you find out, they're like, "Hey guys, I heard you were going to be here."
yeah,
Did we have one of those in our friend group?
I don't think
I don't think
so.
so either.
Again, like work people.
Yeah. I
There were a few that was like, oh, I really wish they didn't show up to happy hour thing, but
yeah.
I wouldn't have called them an enemy.
But a friend.
I only had one enemy.
Man, did you? But again, very one-sided. I don't think that person wastes one moment of thought on you,
You're
and
right.
you still speak of her, and you do still harbor that at least a strong annoyance by that
Yes.
person.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember I texted you. Like, it was last year because right after we went to the movie to see the last Indiana Jones movie, I saw her at BJ's, the restaurant on the other side of the restaurant, and I was like, I think you said go say hi. I'm like, no, I'm good.
No.
And we were at a wedding and she was there and she met Mike and immediately they hit it off.
Oh, that's even more frustrating.
Yeah.
But I know you've said that to me before. You're like, "I feel like if I see her, I'd have to punch her in the throat."
Of course, I wouldn't do it.
You would have that feeling. If I
Yes, I'd
just
have that
see
feeling.
her walking down the street, I may have to run her over with my car. Or at the very least, slow down and open the door, clip her.
The day after we release this episode, she's gonna show up dead. Not gonna be under arrest. Oh,
Oh, man.
thanks.
I ain't got no
That's how,
time for those enemies. I'm sure there's people that don't like me out there, and maybe somebody is talking about us like this, Sean.
uh,
You can't get along with everyone.
no.
You just gotta that's hard. I'm being hypocritical. Yep, sometimes people just don't like you, and you gotta get on with your life. Oh my god. If I knew somebody didn't like me, that would kill me, and I'd be like, "Can I bake you something? Please like me."
All right.
Alright,
You ready to get into the Buffy episode
let's
enemies?
do it. Enemies.
All right.
I will before we start, we mentioned in our last episode that we got a nice email from our friend Jean Willow in the UK. And in her email, she did give me a trivia gem that we missed when we were talking. At some point, we were talking about Star Trek references that we found in Buffy. And
Okay.
she told us that we missed one. And it was in I, Robot, You, Jane,
Oh wow. Going back.
which was when Willow fell in love with the the demon online, the online guy. And in that episode, they mentioned the Circle of Kalis. And I don't
Yes.
know how we missed this, but thank you, Gene, that Kalis is the Klingon Empire's founder and
Ah,
their first emperor.
okay.
So when I was reading that today, and my husband walked in, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe we missed this!" La, la, la. And he's like, "Yeah, Kalis." And I was like,
Yes.
I, I was like, "How did you miss it? You never mentioned to me this."
Maybe you could have put that in your haiku
Yeah,
instead
I
of
know. And
plagiarizing.
he's like, "Well, I don't watch the episodes. I just listen to your podcast." I was like, "When we were talking about Star Trek references, why didn't you come?" What a jerk.
I remember talking about it because we made a joke about the Circle of
Yes, that's
Payless.
right. Yes, and when he said Kalis this time, I was like, "Oh yeah, Payless." My jokes are consistent every time. That's good.
That's why you'll never have an enemy.
That's yeah. Today maybe not. All right. Okay. So enemies. We get a previously on. That's Faith is badass. She killed a guy. She's hardcore. Now she works for the mayor. My prediction for this episode, I did not do a good job predicting.
I mean, it's a one-word title. It's hard.
Yeah, I really did think there were going to be more face-offs, and I hope later on down the line maybe there will be. I would love to see Giles call Wesley to the carpet and be like, "No, I'm taking charge."
Yeah,
That's what
that
I'm
would be
hoping
good.
for.
I just headbutt them.
Yeah. Hit it with the tea kettle. Okay, so we have an opening shot on the Sun Cinema, and this time I did pay attention to what was playing there. Le
Mhm.
Banquet d'Amelia, which I looked up, it's not real. Obviously, it was a very provocative movie
Yeah,
because Buffy and Angel walk out from seeing the movie, and they're both obviously very flustered.
very stunned.
Yes, very
Yeah.
stunned. And Angel is like, "It's been a long time since I've been to the movies. They've changed." I'm like, "In 200 freaking years, you've not been to a movie?"
What's that? A long time. He probably went back in the 20s or something.
Okay. Angel, in the last 70 years, you're not aware 70 years. Yeah, 70 something years, social sexual mores have changed. All right.
No.
Times have changed. All right. So then Buffy's very apologetic for getting him all worked up like that. This is one of those, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your blue balls. I'm sorry I caused you to feel bad and sorry, sir."
And yeah, no, you're right.
Right? And he's, "It's okay. I can control myself." Of course you can. Ugh, men. And
We're gonna go get some hot chocolate.
yeah, that helps everything. So then he's, "I don't need it. I can control myself." And then he kisses her. And then off to the side is Faith, and she's, "Check out the lust bunnies."
Yeah.
Well,
I know she's wearing all black
yeah,
in this episode.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I also noticed her lip color. We're talking about Faith, right? Faith's
Mhm.
lips go from like a dark red lipstick stain or like a lip glossy stain to nothing. It's like a
Mhm.
continuity thing that was really getting to me in this episode.
Okay.
It's just, what a weird thing to notice. Okay, they're gonna go to patrol, and then they're at the cemetery and they're chit chatting, talking, and about Angel and it's tough. They can never do it. And she says, "You're handling the not handling very well." And then Buffy says, "Faith, do me a favor. When it comes to Angel, duck."
And it's a demon.
Yeah. Yep.
A different kind of demon than I think we've seen before. I don't know
Yes.
that we've really seen one that's like making conversation.
I feel like we did see one that was like making conversation at some point, but
Well,
I
the one
don't
that pops
remember.
into mind is Quisler from the end of season two.
Yeah.
But he was a. They said he was a demon.
It
He
looks
didn't
so
look.
much like a demon.
Yeah, this
This
guy
guy
looked like
definitely looks like a demon.
he's got horns.
Yeah, and weird fur, hair stuff going on.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um, he says he's going to get the books of Ascension, and he wants to sell them to Buffy and Faith for $5,000.
doesn't.
And Faith just wants to kill him,
Yes.
and Buffy just lets him go, and he runs away.
His buds off. Yep.
Yeah, Buffy wants to look into these books of ascension though, because what's that about? And the mayor is interested in them, so that can't be good.
Hmm.
Just the name Books of Ascension makes you think that's not good.
Yeah,
It's not anything
something's going
called
on
Books
with
of
this book.
Ascension. That's not going to be good.
Yeah.
Um, then we're at the mayor's office, and Faith is telling him about the demon. She's definitely playing both sides here, isn't she?
Yes.
There was another weird misogynistic moment, right? When he's, you have such a pretty face. You should pull your hair back. Why are you hiding your face? Pull your hair back and smile. He doesn't say smile, but that's what I was hearing. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
what is going on in this
Yeah.
episode? I don't like it.
Gross.
Um, and then he tells her, "Don't stress out. Here, have some milk."
I don't know if you remember, but back in, I think it was 2014, when you and I and an ex of yours had gone to Epcot, and I had a panic attack and we had to leave,
Yes.
and we went back to the hotel and we're at dinner and I just couldn't eat anything. He's like, milk. And he calls the waitress, get him a big glass of milk. And I appreciate he was trying to do something with me, but that's what I was thinking of when the mayor came in.
Oh, and that guy.
No, it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh.
Ugh, he had some
There's
ideas.
nothing cool about healthy teeth and
That's
bones.
right. That's right. And this again, this is that weird fatherly thing that he's doing with her. Okay, then we're at the library and we're talking about the demon that they met and the books of
Yes.
ascension. And hmm?
The mayor did tell her, kill the demon, get the
Yes,
books.
yes, yes, yes. Xander wants to know, what does this ascension mean? And Giles and Wesley have the most obvious, like, little ooh, knowing look between them, but they really don't know either. Yeah, we don't know. We never heard of that. But Willow knows. It's in the
Yep,
marriage
she,
stat text.
yep, she was looking in books that she shouldn't be looking in.
Mm,
At least Giles feels that she
mhm,
shouldn't be looking.
mhm. Journal of Desmond Kane. They talked about the ascension is going to happen tomorrow, and then the whole town disappeared.
Hmm.
That's some scary stuff.
Yeah,
And then they're saying you need to go meet with this demon, and we need to find out.
I I liked it when Giles said, "Demons after money." Whatever happened to the still beating heart of a virgin?
I know. And does he later on? He makes a comment about where the demon lives. No self-respecting demon. They what are they living? Why they should have a crypt?
Some hovel
Yeah.
somewhere.
So then Cordelia comes in for her cameo of the week.
Yes,
Like literally, like a 2 10-second thing. She comes in. She asks Wesley to meet her for dinner to help her with some schoolwork. She's got an
she's got an
English
English
paper, and
paper.
you're English.
I mean, it makes sense to me.
Then she leaves. I don't know
She's got to be 18, right?
what.
They wouldn't be doing it. She's got to be 18.
She's got to
You
be
could be an 18
18.
and a
She's
senior in
got to
high
be.
school.
Yeah, she's senior in high school. Still, it's illegal.
Okay. Still not right.
So then we're at the demon's apartment. Faith is at the demon's apartment. She breaks in
Mhm.
and he's, yeah, there's the books and their first edition, da, 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 and then she stabs him. He doesn't die easy though.
She
Fight.
said,
But eventually he does die. And she's got the blood on her hands yet again.
yeah, literally.
And she looks disturbed by it.
She does. Yeah, she really does.
Yeah. And to the next scene where she goes to Angel at the mansion and she is upset about this and she doesn't want to become what everybody thinks she's going to become and she's scared and so she wants help and then she tries to make a move on Angel and he pushes her away. He says, "I'm with Buffy, but I'll be your friend." And then she says, "Thank you. It's just nice to know somebody cares." And then, of course, you've got your somebody on the periphery shot, which you have,
Yeah,
you should know around here that there's always someone watching you from the periphery. Doesn't matter where you
literally.
are, somebody's watching. Buffy sees her there, sees her leaving. Then we're at the mayor's office, and Faith is telling him what just happened. She was just pretending to be sad and sorry, and she's not. She was going to give him that one moment of true happiness. She was going to get it on with Angel and take his soul away. And I think I'm going to start saying that to Drew from now on. When I want to have a romance, I'm going to be, hey, baby, how you feel about losing your soul tonight? Can I give you that one moment's true happiness?
All right,
Right
question I have
there. That's the soul stealing spot right there, baby.
that's also going to be the cover of this video. I was thinking about this as I was at the gym today. What is the trigger for him losing his soul? Is it an orgasm?
No, it's the moment of happiness. It's like that just joyful feeling, also known as an orgasm. I don't know. So if does the sex, but they don't finish, does he still lose
It's
his
okay.
soul?
It
And
partially
he's
goes. And
pissed.
it
He's
does.
really pissed off, though.
But no, I mean, I guess it depends on what is meant by moment of true happiness. Like in my mind, especially since it didn't happen back in season two, after Angel and Buffy have sex, it wasn't like instant he lost his soul. It was a couple of hours
I
later.
mean, he was out in the alleyway, right?
So I think it's more than just like the sex finishing. I think there's a love component to there. So I think
Maybe it's
even
the
if
afterglow.
that's what I'm thinking,
Yeah,
yeah,
the realization that you're truly happy.
yeah,
It's not like the
which
carnal, physical part of it. It's the emotional part.
mhm. I mean, I still think you should use that line on your husband, but
Oh man. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay, so anyway, back at the library.
the mayor did say, "Well, that didn't work, so we're gonna have to find a more painful way
Yes.
to take it."
Yes. Okay, the watchers are researching. This line made me laugh when Wesley says, Did you find anything?" And Giles says, "A 6-course banquet of nothing with a scoop of sod all as a palate cleanser." They can't find anything about the ascension. Giles suggests contacting the council, and Wesley makes a little social faux pas here where he says, "I didn't tell the council that you were working for me, with me." Oh, Giles or Wesley. Buffy comes in, and I notice her outfit is a lot darker in this scene. She's not wearing her
Hmm.
usual. Wesley makes a big speech about how Buffy needs Faith's help to find the demon again. It's going to be so hard to find him. It's going to take both of them. And Xander walks in. "I found him."
Because he beat up Willie or he
Well,
talked to a bride, which good for him from using his resources.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Enter Faith, and she's wearing a crimson colored shirt that matches Buffy's shirt, actually. But I can't. Her
Hmm.
shirt is made of I don't know what leather,
It looked
right?
leatherish, yeah.
Vinyl, something, something dark and edgy.
Before Faith came in, Buffy made a comment. I think it was Buffy. The girl makes Godot look punctual.
Yes,
Do you can you explain that?
yes. It's
You
a
look like you know
reference
it.
to Waiting for Godot. Have you ever heard of that?
Nope.
Waiting. Let me see if I can synopsize that. Waiting.
I know what's her name? Wonder Woman. Gil Godot.
Waiting for Godot is a play by Irish playwright Samuel Beckett, in which two characters, Vladimir and Estragon, engage in a variety of discussions while awaiting the titular Godot, who never arrives.
Pretty sure it's Buffy who made that statement.
Yes, it was.
I don't. See,
Yes.
I don't see her referencing a play like that.
Yeah, 2.5 GPA. Oh, sorry,
2.8,
2.8 GPA.
but still.
So they do go to the demon's apartment. We don't know his name, right? Do we know his name?
Mhm.
No, okay.
They never.
Okay. We go to his apartment and he's dead. Obviously, we know he's dead, but they find him dead. And Faith, we just got to get out of here. There's nothing we can do here. Let's go. And scoots her out of there really fast.
Yeah. Buffy definitely had a pondering look on her face.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of
Are
looks.
you
There's a lot of looks in this episode.
are you pondering what I'm pondering?
What's that
I
from?
think so. McPinky in the Brain.
Oh, let's see. Back at the mayor's office. He's talking to someone. You don't know right away who he's talking to. And then they pan over and I said, purple faced ninja.
His
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah,
Everything
yeah.
else is
Yeah, I don't know. Who the mayor has summoned to take out Angel, I guess, in the very painful way. But we don't get very much information there. Back at the school lounge, Buffy seems on edge and she's telling Willow about seeing Faith with Angel. And then Willow's, "That wouldn't happen. Don't worry about it." Is he up to Faith's standards for a guy? Let's see. Is he breathing? And as she's saying that, I'm going, No.
No, I did the same thing.
Yeah, and Buffy's actually no.
I loved Willow's outfit.
I That was my next note. Her outfit was very cute here. Yeah, I liked it with the little furry and the overalls, and then the matching sneakers. I was like, oh my gosh, love it.
That would be a good if for our next convention. That would be an easy cosplay for you
Yeah.
if you could find the fuzz, or for me even if you could find the fuzzy sweater.
Okay, I'll work on it. I think we were the same size sweater, so we could do. I'll do it one day, and you do it the next.
Yes, Willow too knows the love of a taciturn man.
Yes, she does. She does, and you have to. As am I. As do I. And you do. You have to look for their actions. It's
Hmm.
true.
And communicate.
And communicate. That's right. Back at the mansion, Faith is back and she's playing very sweet here and she wants to apologize to Angel for what she did the other night until she throws blood on him
I think yeah, it looked blood. Yeah,
and then he turns around and Purple Ninja is there and he's chanting. Um and then Angel loses his soul again. Gosh darn it.
again, yeah, a lot of CGI
Yeah, yeah,
swirls.
yeah. A lot of CGI swirls, and then yeah, and then Angelus is back.
Hmm.
And I did notice we call him Angelus, right? And he called himself
As
Angelus.
the people know, except himself. Yeah, yeah.
So
I
there
put
you
that
go.
in my notes.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
interesting.
Angelus, and then the mayor said it too. And I'm like,
Angela.
we've gone a whole season. It was
Yeah,
Angelus. Now you're
yeah.
switching up
You
again.
can't trick us. What kind of weird gaslighting shit is this? We
Hansel.
know. That's right. Okay, so then he vamps out and makes out with Faith, and then beats her up. It's a
Now,
little get the juices flowing. We've seen this before.
so what were you thinking at this point?
I was like, oh no. Oh,
Okay.
no, poor Buffy. She can't go through this again. And so then there's a fight scene. Like Ninja Guy has just disappeared. After he did
Yeah,
this, he just did his swirly blue stuff and then he left. Because
he's
there's a
out.
big fight scene and you see the whole room and he's nowhere to be found. So then they're fighting and Faith says, "If you play nice, I'll introduce you to the real power in this town." And Angel
Mhm.
basically is like, "Yeah, all right, let's go." And they make out a little more. We're in the library. I notice Oz's hair is yellow now, yellow
Yeah,
blonde.
yeah,
It took a lot to get that black out. Now it's yellow blonde. Cordelia's also there, like actually in the scene,
yeah.
but her head is down on the table and she's, oh, Wesley. Oh, love you, Wesley. And then Angel and Faith are missing. So they're talking about that. And then they're like, Buffy is going to go get the books from the mayor. Wesley is going to take a group to the Hall of Records to look at the files after Oz suggests that they do that. Just go to the source. We can't get the computer files, so we go. And then they're leaving, and it was funny. And Willow's, they liked your plan.
That
Aw.
was cute.
That was very cute. Let's see. Back at the mayor's office, they're making small talk. And then the mayor is talking about how he liked the poems in Reader's Digest.
Mhm.
He's so white. He's so white.
My father got Reader's Digest delivered like every year from the 70s, I think until he sold the house in 2000. And he would give me the copy. So my room, like I had like a bunch of bookshelves span the whole room. But like one whole shelf was like every single Reader's
I
Digest. I never read them,
You never read that?
but once in a while I did.
I used to love
But
reading the little jokes and
yeah,
anecdotes things.
that's
I
how
don't know if we had a subscription, but I feel like I read them a lot just for those sections.
yeah. And then like the 70s and early 80s, they had a section about like how the body worked. It was like,
Oh.
I am Joe's lungs.
Oh,
I
that
am
was
Joe's
featured
heart.
in Fight Club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's been a
Yeah.
while. I did watch that movie with you though, so I like that.
Okay. All right. I saw that movie the first time when I was in Kansas City for one of the Cerner conferences. And it was like after a full day of conferencing, it was like 10 p.m. or something,
Oh
or
my
11
god.
p.m. And I went to my hotel room and I was flipping and I found that. And it was just at the twist moment.
Oh
And I was
man.
like, what the hell? And then I had to stay up and watch the rest of it. So I was up until 1 or something watching this stupid movie. Oh my gosh. It's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
Um, the plan is Angel's going to torture and kill Buffy. glass.
And Angel finds out that the mayor is impervious to being harmed.
Yes, that's right. Yes, and it's definitely Angelus, and he throws the knife, and it goes through the mayor's hand.
Angelus.
Angelus, yes. Then we cut to Xander and alleyway set number 6, where he is passing Faith, and Angel knocks him out.
Yeah, he's just babbling. He's like, "Hey guys,
Yeah.
looking for boom." Loved it.
Yeah,
It was a good
funny.
comedic moment.
Then we are at Buffy's home. Joyce opens the door and lets them right in, of course. She's Buffy's upstairs. Go ahead. And they go and they tell Buffy, "Hey, we got the books. Come on, they're at the mansion. Let's go." And she's okay, let's go. We get to the mansion and
What about Joyce's
oh
highlights?
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's like freaking Eddie Cleaver. He's, "Oh, Mrs. Cleaver, what'd you do to your hair? Did you do
I
some
got
I got
highlights.
highlights. It's autumn sunrise. Do you like them?"
And then, all right, I just had to throw
Okay,
that in
all
there.
right.
So yeah, they go to the
They go to the
mansion.
mansion and the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah,
Right.
he called her Buff,
He calls her Buff.
which,
Yes.
which Angel never did.
Yes. And she realizes what happened right away. And she's like, "Faith, get him, Faith." "I don't think so." And then, oh my God, Faith too. Oh no. Total betrayal. Angel knocks out Buffy. At the Hall of Records, Oz finds the official city scrapbook with all the little pictures and yeah, Mayor Wilkins is over 100 years old. Has he been the mayor the whole time? And is
Oh,
this the same guy has been there
I don't know. It's
a
Sunnydale.
100 years?
People don't know. People don't notice a lot of things.
Okay.
Maybe he left and came back. Like maybe he'd be mayor and then disappear for a generation, and then that's not the mayor.
Yeah. So
That's the mayor's son.
he's like Mayor Wilkins the fifth. Oh no, he's the third. It even says it on the
He's
name
the
plaque, the
third.
third, Richard Wilkins. Okay, so maybe that's it. Okay. And then and Xander comes in and tells them about Angel and Faith. That they what happened and they got punched out. Um
And Xander said Angelus.
oh he did. He said Angelus.
Yeah,
All right. That's gonna be another t-shirt. Angelus?
Hansel.
Hansel. Well, yeah, with a picture of Hansel under it. Back at the mansion, Buffy's locked up in chains now. And this is where Sean said that he wanted me to record myself watching the last 8 minutes of this episode. So this is where I turned on the camera to, and Faith is, man, she's got some issues with Buffy.
Yeah,
Whew.
yeah. She's
God,
got great.
man, is this like your one-sided enemy of that manager? He's like always trying to be nice to her and stuff. And she has been harboring these resentments, and she's everybody wants to know why can't I be more like Buffy? And then Buffy got in a few good zingers though, and she's like, "You think you're better than me, and just say it." And Buffy's, "I am better than you, always have been."
There's a word for people like you, loser.
That's right.
I
Um,
like that one.
Faith makes the classic mistake of giving up the plan.
Yeah, she tells them a lot. We find out about about graduation day.
The mayor, the ascension is going to happen on graduation day. He's going to take over Sunnydale. He built it all. He built up the whole town with
Or demons.
demons.
He may not have
He may
hands.
not have hands. Yeah. Yeah. Then the big twist when she's like, "You're the great actor," or "You're the best actor." "I'm the best actor. I'm the best actor." And Angel's not the best, second best maybe.
Second
And
best.
then the slow motion. Ooh.
Love
I
it.
know. That was good. That was good.
So I'll post your reaction, but what went through your mind?
I
What
was like,
did you think?
"Oh." No.
I remember the first time I watched that.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh my gosh."
Even at college the next day, my classmate Erin, who didn't watch Buffy, watched that episode.
Yeah,
Even she was like, "That was good.
yeah,
That
that
was
was
a
a
good
good
twist."
twist, yeah, for sure. And so Buffy is, "Oh, yeah, and watch this." Chains on the floor.
Right.
And they got all they needed. They got their information, and Faith runs away. I don't know where she thinks she's going, but yeah. Yeah,
It's good.
yeah.
It's good.
How do you rate it?
Oh,
Oh,
scene.
we
We
have a
got an
closing scene.
epilogue.
This is where I didn't take any notes because I was just
Yeah.
watching it and recording myself. Okay, go ahead. Closing scene.
So we find out that Giles knew. the Purple Ninja.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
They arranged the whole thing. It was really just a little light show.
Yes.
And Buffy asks, "How did you know
Yeah.
him?" Giles introduces Purple
Yeah, yeah,
Ninja to
yeah.
his wife.
What debt did you have to repay him? What did you do? I introduced him to his wife. Misogyny. Wives are the worst, am I right?
And then that's really how it ends. Now they know what's going on. The mayor tells Faith, don't worry about it. We got the books. And that's it.
It was directed by Joss, this one.
I don't think so. Let me look.
David Grossman.
Okay.
Written by Joss. Okay.
I gave this one 3.75. Most of that 0.75 is the twist.
I also did the same thing. We're twinsies on this one. 375 because of the twist.
It was a combination of the twist and just that slow motion head turn. There's a few good slow motion moments
Yeah.
in this show,
Yeah.
and that
That's
one
one of
is
them.
definitely. Yep. Yeah.
All right.
My favorite line, I think it's got to be Angel saying second best
Yeah. I like
because it's just
the
unexpected.
funny moment when she said, when it comes to Angel, duck.
Yeah, that's good. I almost went for the mayor saying miniature
Oh,
golf.
yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Hidden,
He tells her she doesn't
but
have to be upset, and yeah, he's like, "Here, we're gonna make you feel better. Let's go play golf."
the look on her face, I may either just put a screenshot here or do a social post about it. But just the look on her face is just like, what is wrong with you? For it's only short. It's only like a second and a
Yeah,
half, but she just what?
yeah, but then she smiles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Next, we have season 3, episode 18, Earshot.
Earshot.
Hmm.
Earshot.
Yep. This one, this is a controversial episode. I will say
Oh
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
earshot. Is it about Donald Trump? Is
Melanie.
it prophesizing Donald Trump? The mayor is the shooter. No.
No.
Okay. All right. I have no idea. Somebody is within earshot of something. Somebody overhears something. Who overhears something? I think somebody overhears Wesley talking about Cordelia in an inappropriate way, or there's something inappropriate that happens between them, and somebody overhears.
Like it.
All right.
Another question for
Oh,
you.
God.
What is the Ascension?
What is the ascension? Obviously, he's like taking his prereqs for whatever is going to happen. Or he had a little to-do list, become impervious
Yes.
or immortal or whatever. The ascension is he is going to ascend to what else could he ascend to? If he's already impervious, he can't be killed or harmed. King of the demons. He's going to be king of the Hellmouth.
Okay.
And
Interesting.
then what? And then what's he going to do? It sounds like that other town just disappeared. So he's going to make all the normal people, all the normies are going to disappear at the hands of the demons that are going to rise up from the Hellmouth. And they will
Okay.
rule an age of darkness. That's my prediction.
I
Ascension.
like it. Okay.
Should we talk about the socials?
Yes, let's talk about the
All right, go
socials.
ahead.
We are everywhere except for X and Snapchat
And now,
at the Sunnydale Diaries, and now also including Blue Sky at Sunnydale
there you
Diaries.
go.
Could not fit the.
That's okay.
We have an email
Hmm.
address, the Sunnydale Diaries at gmail.com. Send us an email. Let us know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Um, if you can, please leave us a rating or review for the podcast. We also have a website,
Hmm.
the SunnydaleDiaries.com. And on there, you can get a link to join our Discord server. You can download our free PDF 2025 Jenny Calendar. And you can enter our 5x7x5 haiku contest. And there are details about how to enter on the website. And I think that is everything as far as socials go.
Yes. And then we also wanted to mention that we would love to hear from you if you have any questions for us. You want to know something about us? I feel like we're open books. We've shared a lot on this podcast.
We have, but I'm sure people have questions.
Anybody got a question? You got a question for us for about the podcast, about us personally, about whatever? Drop us a line.
Reach out.
Reach out and touch someone. Remember that commercial? That's an
Oh, absolutely.
oldie.
That's definitely
Yeah.
80s. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
All right. We'll be back next time with
See
Earshot.
you then. Bye.
Bye.